You now, Mr. Waters, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Kev, man. That's Kev. I'm gonna fight for my life, man. That's Kev, man. I've been by my baby mama's side, man.
Hey, Jillian, can I talk to you for a second? What did you want to do with Mr. Waters? What do you want to do with Mr. Waters?
He's gonna plead today. We're trying to do a time served on the evading dismissal. Hi, Judge. He's got so much going on. And his curfews.
Mischief, trespass, theft, gun case, theft.
Judge, when he was arraigned, we established that so many of these cases are just a result of him hanging out at this little drugstore. The cops know who he is. They know who everyone there is. So really, he just needs to stop hanging out at that drugstore. He's not, and well,
While
I'm
he's
sorry.
on off for both of these cases, he picks up another theft.
And that's upstairs in felony. And right now, the offer is 18 months state jail. So he's dealing with that right now. The evading is at that same little drugstore. And I'm sorry, my memory is actually coming back to me. A lot of those thefts were necessary items from Target or Walmart, because we went over that for arraignment. They were literally, when it was winter, it was literally hoodies, sweatshirts, and socks. And then when it was summer, it was like underwear. Most of those thefts are necessary items. When I was appointed, we got him a social worker through the MAC and housing through search. And his girlfriend was pregnant at the time. She was only like 2 months pregnant. Now she's pretty much due. They have housing that they got through the services we were able to provide. He hasn't picked up any new cases because right now they're barely making ends meet, but they are making ends meet. They're still together. She relies on him to go to their appointments. He gets the things that she needs because her mobility has decreased now. She came up here and spoke for him in front of you. She'd been to like college and everything, and you gave her a big speech. You gave him a speech about supporting her through her hormonal shifts. He was just telling me about that. He was like, I keep thinking about what Judge Fleischer said. She woke me up crying this morning because she said she's fat and ugly, and I just held her and I made her feel better. And I'm trying to do that every day because I remember what the judge told me. That's where he is right now, Judge. So he understands that he broke that curfew a couple times. He says the late ones are just from him trying to get a job and getting home late. But
he's been saying that he had a job. He's out at 11 o'clock at night. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just.
He's still got the felony pending. He's ready to resolve these. If the court will allow, I think it's a good resolution for him.
I'm not going to do it.
Why? What would be the alternative, Judge?
I want him on probation. And I want to monitor him for the next 2 years so I can make sure that he's not messing up. So I can keep him and just, I want him to get his high school. Does he have a high school diploma?
I can't remember.
Get you going. Do you mind bringing up Mr. Waters?
If we have to do that, can you not revoke his bond so that he and I can talk about it while not under the strain of my bond's going to be revoked, so I'm going to spend the night in jail if I don't get this plea done? Can we not revoke his bond? Other than the bond violations, he wasn't here on yesterday when he was supposed to be because he had felony court today. He thought he was supposed to come here after felony court or whenever that was. I'm sorry. But he didn't just blow off the court yesterday.
Have we T-rest him yet?
It looks like he was on probation back in this, it got revoked back in 2023 and that's T-rest. It was a young adult caseload and helping him get his GED, mental health evaluation, and thinking for a change.
He didn't do anything.
Let me see what he did.
I'm done with the revolving door. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm very upset with you. Very, very upset. I thought we had things going.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I thought we had things going right. You've been doing well. And now you've got this bond violation where you're doing whatever the hell you want to do again. It don't work like that. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention that at this stage in your life, it's not about what you want to do. It's about complying with bond conditions. We have literally bent over backwards to try to help you with things. And you continue to shoot yourself in the foot. Your lawyer, Miss Hawkins, wants to plead you guilty now because you have a warrant. I'm done with this revolving door of you picking up a case and getting out. Picking up a case, getting out. You now, Mr. Waters, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Kev, man.
That's
That's Kev. I'm gonna fight for my life, man. That's Kev, man. I've been by my baby mama's side, man. Been taking care of everything I gotta take care of, man. That's Kev, man.
Mr. Waters. Look at me.
And that's Kev, man.
Mr. Waters, you don't get rewarded for doing things that you should do anyways.
You know what I gotta
It's
do?
meaning it's what you're doing is great and it keeps you out of jail. But do you want me to pat you on the back for doing what you should be doing anyways?
I ain't asking. Man, I ain't asking. I'm just asking you, like, just give me a little more time. I've been doing these jobs. I've been going through the whole package. I've been going to these hospitals with my girl, going to go check up on our little one that's coming, and I want to be there. I'm
If
not.
you are old enough to have a baby, then these are the things that you should do anyways. You don't get rewarded for being a good father. The reward is that you have a kid that grows up like a little flower that blossoms, right? Because there are so many people that have babies that treat their kids like shisa and they end up like rotten ass kids that like a flower are just crooked and just when you're a father, the duty of a father is to stand by the side of their kid, stand by the side of the wife to make their lives as comfortable, as great, educational, and supportive as possible. That is the duty of a father, right? If you can't, then don't have kids. Then be a man to use a prophylactic or think, maybe I'm not in the best position right now to have a baby. You think before you act. This is the sign of being an adult, of being mature, and growing up, Mr. Waters. But me, with you now, I'm not going to just continue with this revolving door. You've been doing well because you've not picked up any cases, which is great, right?
And I have not been doing nothing. I have not been kicking her. I have been at that store.
So tell me about the curfew then. What's up with that?
Okay, with the curfew, I can understand. Me and my girl, we got into it, and I ended up walking out, trying to go get some fresh air. Was not thinking. I can admit to that, and I'm sorry. We yelled the hormone going crazy with us, and we trying to, fight and get right with this.
You
But
need to know about this.
I'm trying to. I can't talk. Y'all be telling me I can't talk, and I be having.
I've given you a lawyer to talk to.
And I told her everything. So she can come and tell you and let you know. Keep stuff updated. Sir, I've been out the way. I ain't been on no lollygagging stuff. I'm really maturing. I'm ready to be a dad.
Working?
I'm ready for this. Well, I'm doing a little something on the side. I ain't doing no drug, no none of that. I'm, you know what I'm saying, volunteering with my girl dad now.
Why can't you? Why are you? Can you not get a 9-to-5 job?
With my 9 to 5, I gotta have my ID and stuff, and I'm working with Search, my housing people. They got me my apartment. They finna give me my social security card and my ID card, and that's all I need, so I can go ahead and get on.
Second, were we working on this?
Yeah, so first he was with Search to just get housing. At first they didn't have housing, so he has an apartment and everything now. I'm not sure like the step by step how everything progresses, but he does still work with them. I've actually spoken with his officer, your case manager. He also had a social worker assigned with MAC. They were informed that he is working with Search, so they just kind of check in here and there, but they won't like also work with him because he's also working with Search, but they'll just make sure things are okay. So he is still working with Search and has a case manager with them. And has housing now. I wasn't aware of the ID issues or anything.
Not being telling them, send me applications.
What we're going to do now is we're going to work on this in extremely slow baby steps. I want you now to go get your ID. I want you to get your ID, and I'm going to give you a week for you to go get it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are not back here in a week with your ID, it's not going to go well. After we get your ID, then you and I are going to work together to get you a job. A 9 to 5 job where you're working every single day. Because if you are about to have a baby, that baby needs food, that baby needs clothes, and the only way you get that is by working. And I'm not talking about these side jobs here, no, an actual
Sir.
J-O-B. Do you understand? I'm going to reinstate your bond right now with the expectation that you're going to get your ID. If you don't, it's really not going to go well.
Thank you, Judge.
Guys, I am absolutely loving this Judge Fleischer. He is awesome. It's my understanding that Colin, definitely not Cromwell, actually had him on for an interview the other night, so I'm going to check that out while I'm doing a bit of work. Obviously, I'm not in my usual surrounds. I'm not in my usual studio. I've got a lot going on at the moment, so I've been kind of busy, hard at that one. This sovereign citizen lady, who happens to be a fugitive from justice, got pulled over and she tries the traveling thing. Judges have an absolutely none of it. So check this out. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think.
Okay, let me do this real quick. And then
I'm not your attorney, but I'm gonna stand next to you and look tough.
Thank you.
I try.
Oh, yeah, I was happy to be there.
are you Aaron Teresa Riley?
Yes, sir.
Do we know, did they give her another PR bond? What happened here? Did you post a surety bond or did you get another PR bond?
No, I posted a surety bond.
Miss Riley, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon, racing on a highway from cases that are from September of 2023. And now you've picked up a failure to identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. On the new case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On June 2024, officers observed a vehicle that had a fictitious license plate similar to those used by sovereign citizens. The officer conducted a traffic stop. The defendant was asked for her license, and she said she did not have one since she was not driving but traveling. Officers asked her for her name, to which she replied that she has no name. After asking multiple times, she advised that her last name was Teresa, her first name was Aaron, and that her date of birth was August 17th, 1985. Officers then used TCIC to look for her information. It had negative results. She was identified via APIS. She had open warrants out of Harris County court body.
She gave what name again?
Aaron Teresa. And she said her last name was Teresa, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay. Miss Riley, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You have a valid Texas driver license, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can you run her license, please? You have valid liability insurance in your name,
Yes, sir.
then you're not allowed to drive.
I won't be driving.
You're not allowed to be driving, no
won't drive it.
conveying,
No, sir. I
However
won't
you try
travel
to-
or anything.
no getting in the driver's seat.
Yes, sir.
If you do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail every single time. Now, what do you do for a living?
I don't work.
How do you survive? How do you eat? How do you get money?
Well, I have a trust fund, but I'm a beneficiary of. My father passed away and he left some assets.
Are you able to afford a lawyer?
Not currently, but
How much is in the trust fund?
quite a bit of assets, not actual dollar amounts. It's assets. I have some mortgages and such. If I have some time, I could possibly be able to talk and get the funds.
No, the problem is that your case is older than Jesus. It's time to do something now.
Yes, sir. I
So-
was trying to do that at my previous court dates. I came twice and I tried to get.
So please, you don't have to say anything. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna appoint your lawyer today. We will figure out today what happens with your cases. Do not leave.
I won't.
Otherwise, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make your bond so high, you'll split into three.
Yes, sir. I would like to settle the matter.
Okay, so, right, I will appoint you someone today and we'll try to figure something out for you, okay? Just for now, I'm gonna have you sign this affidavit, no driving. And then after that, I'll just have you take a seat in the first pew over there and we'll find you a lawyer.
Thank
Do
you.
not leave until I excuse
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay, please.
All right, and now we're going to have some clips of this judge being an absolute boss. Enjoy.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
No.
Look at me. You will now sign an affidavit promising me you're not gonna drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care if Mother Teresa needs to go to church, Bambi has to go to the hospital. You get into a car and drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You will be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. Do you understand?
Entendió, señor.
Not allowed to drive, that is now a bond condition. And if I find that you do, I will hold you in contempt. And you're facing 6 months every single time because it's an offense in and of itself. Number one. Number two, you're also charged with using cocaine. I'm going to drug test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, the fact that you have alcohol in the car is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get. I guarantee you, if you go to jail for 5 days, immigration will put a detainer on you. Not only that, you do not look like you're in stellar health.
De la mejor salud.
So, at your advanced age, in your condition now,
Condición ahora.
using cocaine is probably about the worst thing you can do, and you're begging for a heart attack.
Y está gritando por un paro cardíaco, pidiendo un paro cardíaco.
Because it's a second offense, I will now be requiring you to put a device on your ankle to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. Be careful for anything you put in your body. Crazy because he was using cocaine. I'm going to tell you now, if you have demons, you better address it. Because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it.
Gomez Angel. He's in the box.
They gave him another PR bond in this case? Absolutely not. He goes with you. Absolutely not. Not over and over and over and over. Why such anger, Mr. Woods? Why such anger? I want to know where the anger stems from. What happened to you, Mr. Woods? What is going on with you? Tell me. Why such anger? If you think that this is going to be easy, you are sorely mistaken, Mr. Woods. Why such anger? The only way all this is going to stop is when we get to the root of what anger is and why it continues. The only way you will, Mr. Woods, the only way you will stop picking these cases up is when you look in the mirror and find out why you have such anger. You can't run forever. You're going to have to face this at some point. And if you can't do it on your own, then you're going to do it with me. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm not letting you go. I'm going to keep you so close to me that you're going to think that we're now a union. Tell me, why? We will sit here until you tell me why. If you need time to think, you can go to the jury box and tell me. Why is it fair that the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you do nothing and play Xbox all day? It's not cool. If you get a job and it pays little, I'm happy to give you a lawyer. But while you're not doing anything, it's not cool, man. No. You've already told me your portion of already, okay? Start working. When you come back, I will give you a lawyer. But while you're not doing anything, I can't just ask the people of Harris County to pay for a lawyer for you when you're not doing anything. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have kids.
How many kids you got?
I have 4.
You have 4 kids?
Yeah, I got 4.
What? You think kids are going to wait a whole month to eat?
No, that's not, sir, just because I'm not working doesn't mean I don't have an income coming in. I mean, I get
Well, what kind of income you got coming in? I would say, I want you to look at me. Don't look over there. Don't look up. Don't look down. 90% of the people that we have in custody are because they have no self-control. They wig out and do whatever they want to do without thinking. If I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Every damn murder case, every aggravated assault, discharging, no self-control.
Hey everybody, the Irish Demon here, back with another video. Today we have Judge Fleischer's court there, and we got a guy here. He's supposedly a pretty vicious stalker, and the judge gives him a bit of what for. Now, I've tried to do this type of commentary before, and I got a little bit of heat because people said I talk too much. So I'm trying to not talk too much in this one, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you prefer this style of video, just let me know, because I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. So anyway, let's get started. Even looks like a creep. Are they just big hoopy earrings or a
Mr. Freddie, you're
stretcher?
charged with harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, please. Shh. Okay.
On or about September 19, 2024, an officer conducted a follow-up in regards to an assault on a family case. Upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness, who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18, 2024, by sending her videos,
Oh, the noise
voicemails,
in the
and text
background.
messages containing horrible remarks, approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?" and calling her various names. Additionally, the complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you." The complaining witness indicated that the continual harassment is making her fear him even more. Complaining witness was able to give officers the defendant's identifying information and positively identify the defendant as the person who has been harassing her.
I see that he has also picked up a felony assault against his complaining witness as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what happened in that one? And I'm assuming it's the same date as this one, so I'm assuming it's out of the same transaction.
I'm not sure. So it says that on, I don't believe so. It says that on September 18th in Harris County, officers were dispatched to an assault. The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet. The defendant punched the complaining witness with a closed fist on her foot twice. Or on her foot, twice on her right thigh, and twice on her left thigh, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red and of significant size.
What a piece of shit, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's irritating when you don't have socks at home, but you're a grown-ass man. Get your own socks. He even looks so unfazed as well. Like,
is there a no contact order in this case?
Judge, who's the defendant?
This is Mr. Fritter. He hasn't harassed, Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. And you scare me something good. You have, since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Judge, there has been a note filed, but there is no protective order in this case.
Is there no contact in the felony case whatsoever?
I'm checking the bond conditions. It's no threatening or harassing at this time. Would ask if that be a no contact in this court, Judge.
I don't see that the rip has been.
Are you Miss Lisco?
Yes, sir.
That's Miss Lisco, right? There. Come up, ma'am. Come up.
ooh, this is going to get you. I haven't seen this yet. This is the first time seeing it, so. So this
I'm
is
sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Mr. Freder.
I'm guessing this is the girlfriend coming up. I mean, it's not even that he looks like he's on drugs. He looks like he is drugs. Like he is literally drugs.
I want to protect you as much as I can. No one has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason. And I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word. Mr. Fritter, look at me.
Ooh.
You so much. One, I'm.
Oh, he's pissed.
Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer, they're liable to get a beating? Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're going to live it with me now. Because one false move, I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of fear. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. And I don't know if I'm going to allow you to have contact with Miss Lisk. But if I find that you treat anyone
Oops, sorry.
or put anyone in fear or put anyone in harm's way, so help me, I will grow horn and tails because I will be so upset. and it will be on you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Abel, I'm going to keep Mr. Fretter so close to me that it's just ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies her as a protected individual. You're not to have any kind of communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it's enough for me to put you in jail and make your bond $150,000, maybe 50, maybe 20. But I will do, Mr. Fritter, I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county. And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying because you go to jail and don't have anyone to bond you out.
Question. Your husband and wife of 10 years is this kind of difficult situation that we live together.
I want to protect you, ma'am. And you know, the problem is that now that he's picked up these two cases, times will be just even more stressful. We have these protective orders. They're basically like cooling off motions so that, you know, you can separate, enough time will pass, people can kind of cool down, you know, so they're not under the stress of the excitement and then unleash on you. The last thing I want is for you to suffer any kind of harm whatsoever, you know, and I that's all I want. You know, all I'm asking is how things should be normal. Like I'm not asking him for him to do Pythagorean's theorem here. So I don't know. You know what I'd like is if you please just talk to our DAs here. But I'd like you to have their phone number at the minimum so that should anything ever whatsoever, all you have to do is let us know. And then
I have been in contact with the DA, so should it not be assault?
I'm here for you. And I want to make sure that you're okay. You know, I've given him a lawyer. He knows what's expected of him. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I mean, I'm going to test.
What's he smiling at?
I mean, I'm setting him now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system, and then we'll go from there.
Judge, he will come back positive, but that's prior use from.
What were you going to test positive for, Mr. Fretter?
Marijuana.
Okay.
And ketamine, and probably some other stuff that could have been in the ketamine. But I mean, straight up, that's probably it.
Mr. Fretter.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm going to test you. These are your bond conditions that are going to apply to you now. And if you fail to live up to these bond conditions, I'm just going to let you know. That's it. You will appear to me here 2 times a week to take drug tests. And if I find anything is in your system, and I don't care what it is, I'm going to lock you up. You're ordered not to use any kind of dope or alcohol. And if you can't get this monkey off your back, because I am now giving you the opportunity to do it on your own. If you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to do it for you. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol. And when I mean no alcohol, I mean no alcohol from any source. No isopropyl alcohol, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, tequila lollipops, hair dye. I've heard it all, and I don't care. You come to me test positive, you'll stay with me. I also want you 3 times a week to do anger management classes so that we can deal with the anger issues. Look at me. 3 times a week. And I want a piece of paper showing me that you've done it, the date, time, location of where you've done it so that I can verify that you've done it. And if you don't do it, you will stay with me. You now have the opportunity to address these things on your own. If you don't, you will be doing it with me. And if I get one, and I mean one breath that she's been mistreated in any way, shape, or fashion, holy freaking moly. Okay. Right now. And then, ma'am, if you'd be so kind, please, I'll have you speak to them here momentarily. Rachel, this is my card. If you ever need anything, all you have to do is get in contact with me. And I'm here for you. Whatever you need, anytime, day or night. I don't care. You, really. Okay. Yeah, I want, when was the last moment? Is it? Oh, no. I don't know. I still want her.
So anyway, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. Like I feel like maybe given his history and everything that, and obviously I'm not a judge, so I can't make these decisions or whatever, but I kind of feel like maybe somebody with that kind of history up to this kind of thing again probably should just be held on remand at this point. I don't know. Maybe it's a facility issue. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, I wouldn't be messing with Sheriff's Deputy Ron Perlman over here, fucking Hellboy himself. So anyway, look, lads and lassies, I'd love to know what you think about this particular case. Obviously, it's a horrible situation. Clearly, this guy's got problems, but now his girlfriend's got even more problems. I would imagine that this, punch from not having socks isn't the first or probably the last time that this kind of thing's going to happen. But no, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below. Do let me know. They're a horrible case to deal with. I dealt with a lot of these when I was working in the courts in Australia. I used to see this stuff all the time, and it's nasty. It's tough, and I'm guessing it's tough on a judge too, because you see it all the time where they don't want to break up a family, but sometimes they have to for everybody's safety. But then you also have the protectees in a lot of cases don't want there to be that protection in place because they still want to be with the person or whatever. So it's a really tough one. Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Sláinte.
Oh, hey, man, what the hell are you doing? Really? What's it going to take? Put you in a hospital? Lose a kidney? Put a colostomy bag or colostomy bag on you so you can't even crap out of your own? Do you know how many gods people have sworn to in front of me here? Allah, Shiva, I mean, you name it, I've heard it all. Positive THC.
I haven't been smoking. I promise. I haven't been doing no drugs at all. I ain't did nothing.
I don't believe you.
I got a job working landscaping. I ain't did nothing. I'm staying clean.
There's no false positive for marijuana, Mr. Rogers. Hold on a second.
Just today.
Thank you very much.
He says he was negative yesterday and
It was positive Friday, negative yesterday, and positive again today.
that sounds funny.
I haven't did no drugs. I swear to God. I haven't did anything. I'm staying clean.
Do you know how many gods people have sworn to in front of me here? Allah, Shiva, I mean, you name it, I've heard it all. All I asked you to do was not smoke weed. There is no false positive for marijuana. You either do it or you don't.
I did it though. That's what I'm saying. How I come clean yesterday and come positive today? I didn't do it.
You were negative Friday too, or you were positive Friday.
And it was a little bit. And I didn't do, I promised to God, I haven't been.
It's either positive or negative. There's no little bit. Ms. Johnson, it goes with you.
Okay.
Hi, Judge Mayor.
Hi, have a beautiful time.
Guys, keep it down, please. Hey, 2 weeks, they got the contract today on Dan's case. Yeah. What are you doing with your life now, Mr. Rogers?
Landscape.
Who with?
My cousin, my brother. My brother have the company.
You landscape.
Yes, sir, every day. Mr. Slaughter got.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir. I got a high school diploma. I graduated.
Is this what you see yourself doing for the next 30 years, landscaping?
It's fun. I like it. I like landscaping.
You like making $20 cutting a yard?
I mulch. I don't just cut grass. I do gutters. I landscape. I fish gardens.
So all these cases here, is this just to supplement your income then? All these BMVs, all these the theft cases, is all this stuff is just to supplement your income? Is that what you're doing then? Because you're not making enough? It's a rhetorical question, Mr. Rogers. It's not one for you to answer. But my concern is that since 2021, theft, DWI, felony evading, and now you have 2 burglary of motor vehicles.
Excuse me, sir. How I help?
I know that a lot of them have been dismissed. But the fact remains is that any time you look for a job, they're still going to see all of this. What do you think they're going to say? A potential job, what do you think they're going to think when they see all this? When you try to rent an apartment, they're going to see all this. Where do you live now? Right. You're not going to live with your grandmother forever. At some point, you're going to have to move out. You're going to have to put in an application for either an apartment. Well, it's got to be an apartment because you're not going to buy a house cutting grass. What do you think an apartment's going to do when they see all this? Even dismissed. And the worst part about it is because this is now a second burglary of a motor vehicle, that offer to get it dismissed don't happen again. And I'm going to tell you that when potential employers look up a burglary, that's worse than a theft. Because to them, that means you rob someone. Do you think anyone in their right mind is going to want someone like that working for them? I wouldn't. Slider wouldn't. It'd be a fool errand because we know, given the opportunity, someone's going to yank it from us. Someone's going to take it. Someone's going to. So the question is, and Mr. Slider, I'm at a loss too, because, I was thinking about this last night. Where do we go from here? Really? You just don't get it. And the thing is perhaps Pavel has just been too nice because all these other cases against you, except for one, has been dismissed. Has that enabled you? Meaning, has it said, well, man, all these other things get dismissed, man. I guess nothing's going to happen to me. I can do.
I don't think like this, sir.
Actions speak louder than words, Mr. Rogers. You telling me something, this goes in this ear, goes right up that ear. Is this the BMV where someone got shot?
Yes, sir. It wasn't him. Yeah, someone got shot.
Someone got shot in this BMV by a shotgun. Luckily, they weren't killed. Pavel, where do we go from here, man? How do we impart this knowledge to Mr. Rogers? That
Well, Judge,
what do we do?
because he's charged, I can't really evaluate him, so I offer the defer the TRS or the alternative, the time served. He has sat served a deferred in the past, So I thought maybe he would be something like that, but I always offer in the alternative of time served, just because I know some people have.
You know what? That's a good idea, the TRAS.
T-Red.
Yeah,
T-Red.
I think that that's probably the best thing. Let's do an evaluation to see what they say is the most appropriate course of action. But theft, DWI, BMV, felony evading. Either you're gonna get shot and killed, or you're gonna end up with a 30-year sentence. You say no, but one of your crew got shot. You can run and you can do it. But at some point, it's going to catch up to you, Mr. Rogers. I'm trying to impart this to you before that happens. I was young and I was an a-hole too. Luckily, I had someone pull me aside and go, hey man, what the hell are you doing? Before it got too late for me. We all make mistakes. The idea of a father or a father figure like Mr. Sliders to hit you into place when you start veering off the line so that you can start getting the straight. Because you veer too far off your host. And with your record, you're already off the line right here. If you don't believe me, ask him.
He's already been shot. He got shot after this case.
He did.
How did he get shot? Where'd you get shot?
At a party with like my friends and all, my cousins. They had a get together at my house. And somebody just came by just running to shoot me. They just shot. I was standing outside and they shot me in my leg.
When you hang with dogs, you get fleas, man. I'm telling you. You're lucky you're alive. This is two times within the last 6 months, you either been shot at or you were shot. Really? What's it gonna take? Put you in a hospital? Lose a kidney? Put a colostomy bag on you so you can't even crap out of your own. So, Shatoria, we can get a TRAS done. I'm gonna tell you now, once again, I'm going to drug test you 30 days from today. You test positive again, I'm gonna quadruple your bond this time. At some point, someone's gonna stop playing this game and bonding you out. Yeah, let's do it today. And then, I don't know, we'll come back in a week and let's see what it says.
Sounds good, Judge.
Tracy. Same bond conditions, curfew, 9 p.m., 6 a.m., no dope, no alcohol, no contact with any of the co-defendants in the same jazz.
I just have been very silent. You don't want to add anything.
No, yeah. Don't fail me again, Mr. Rogers.
Hey guys, as you can see, I'm out on a very sunny, beautiful Irish summer's day. Just listening back to some court from yesterday, came across this absolutely epic clip of this guy getting a right dressing down. My hair looks crazy because I had my hat on, but anyway, this is absolutely fantastic. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Wait until the end where the judge has a major gotcha moment. I think you'll enjoy that, and we'll catch you all later. Sláinte.
Why is it fair that the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you do nothing and play Xbox all day? It's not cool. If you get a job and it pays little, I'm happy to give you a lawyer. But while you're not doing anything, it's not cool, man. No. You've already told me your portion of already, okay? Start working. When you come back, I will give you a lawyer. But while you're not doing anything, I can't just ask the people of Harris County to pay for a lawyer for you when you're not doing anything.
That's not what makes sense, sir. I have a job, but I'm an independent contractor, so my job may go, I might get, like, I start a project July 8th. It might go for a week, it might go for 2 weeks.
Then you need to do something between now and July 8th. That's an entire month. Do you have kids?
I have kids.
How many kids you got?
I have 4.
You have 4 kids?
I have 4.
What? You think kids are gonna wait a whole month to eat?
No, that's not, sir, just because I'm not working doesn't mean I don't have an income coming in. I mean, I get
What kind of income you got coming in?
But my unemployment is not gonna cover you know, the situation is what I'm getting at. It's not that like I'm just sitting at home and I'm just watching TV or I'm not doing anything productive with myself. I am, you know, and by me not working, every time my project ends, I have to file for unemployment. You know, so I have income coming in, but it's just not enough.
That's unemployment income. You should be out there looking for a job in between the project. Because you're literally sitting at home, doing nothing, waiting for someone to call you. You are not King Almighty that they're gonna roll a carpet for you for a job, man. Especially if you have 4 kids. 4 kids need food 3 times a day. They don't need food in a month.
Again, I'm not looking for a handout, sir.
But you are. Call it what it is.
I understand. I understand. It's fine. I understand.
Those children need food, they need clothes, and they eat and need love every single day. It is extremely important. You're not working. You haven't worked for how long? You don't have another job for a month. You're collecting unemployment. How on earth is unemployment enough for 4 kids?
It takes child support for me to give to my kids. I pay child support for all 4 of my kids, sir. I'm not a bum, is what I'm trying to get at. I pay child support, I take care of my kids.
How much do you pay in child support, sir?
For 4 kids, I pay $500 and something a month.
Where are they getting the money from?
Okay, once I'm working, they take money out of my check. When I don't work, my unemployment withdraw my child support. They take a portion from my unemployment and they send it to child support. So I'm taking care of my kids.
How much do you get in unemployment?
Right now, my unemployment is like $800 every 2 weeks.
So tell me, why is it that you can't find a job right now in between?
I have a job too. That's what I'm saying. I do turnaround work. You might not understand what I mean when I say turnaround work.
Explain it to me. I'm all
Okay,
ears.
I work for a refiner, a company that works for the refining company, right? So we get contracted for a job maybe for 3 to 6 weeks at a time, right? So once the 3 to 6 weeks up, then we have to leave there and wait on another project to come, whether it's here in Texas, Denver, Colorado, Utah, Mississippi, Louisiana, however, I travel. That's what I do for my work. So once I'm working or whatever, they take the money out, send it straight to child support. Once my project over with, then I have to come home. They give me a paper saying that we've been laid out for the project, right? So I have to take that paper and send it to child support, unemployment. Then unemployment will have me call in every week or so, you know, to make a claim, you know, that I'm still not working. So once I get back to working, then I have to cut my unemployment out and I go back to a regular scheduled program.
How much money do you make in the regular scheduled program?
As far as like if I'm on a project,
sure,
anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000.
Why can't you make this full time?
Because I'm contracted through a company. It's not like an everyday job, you know. So I'm contracted.
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's why I'm explaining it to you. So once they give me a project, right? They say, okay, well, we have a project going on in Utah, Salt Lake City. Okay, so then I say, okay, well, I accept that project. So once I accept the project, then I have to pay for a plane ticket. I have to pay for all my travel expenses to get there. Then once I get there and the project starts, so like July 8th, I start a job. Boom, okay, so I might be working 2 weeks for July 8th. I might be working 3 weeks. I might be working 6 weeks. I never know because it's contracted.
I would think that it would be time for you to also get a second job for when the projects are down.
Well, right now I'm in the process of buying a food truck. That's what I'm trying to get into, buying a food truck to start my own business. That way, once I am down off work, I still have a income coming in instead of me having.
That's the point I'm trying to make. You are young, you are capable, especially the fact that you have 4 kids. You should be working your butt off to pay for those kids. That's the rub. So I don't understand how you can sit there and just wait an entire month. I guess because you get the unemployment but you shouldn't need unemployment. You should be able to get a job so that you don't need unemployment. And I have a problem just giving a lawyer to someone who is capable of working, young, strong, and capable of doing it. Because you sit there, you are literally going to sit there and you're giving money away when you can be earning thousands of dollars while you're waiting and getting $200 a week by not working.
No, that's
It's
true.
silly.
No, I'm with you 1,000% on that. I'm with you 1,000%. It's just that the fact of, I work off my tweet card is what I do. If you didn't know, as far as what I meant about being in the refinery, I work out of my tweet card. So it's not like I could just say, okay, well, I'm going with this company right here.
There are so many other refineries out there. There's so many other.
So the thing is, with a refinery, you're like, okay, I can't just go to the refinery with my tweet card and say, hey, I want to come apply for a job. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. So what they do is they take, so say this guy here, he have his own company, which the company I work for is Total Safety, right? So what they do is they'll say, okay, well, hey, I'm Total Safety. We want y'all to get 60 guys to come out here to come to work for us, for this company. Total Safety don't work for their company. They just contracted through their company. You understand what I mean? For as like, so say like ExxonMobil, right? We don't work for ExxonMobil. We're contracted through ExxonMobil.
I understand what you're saying. And what I'm saying is I think that's a terrible way of doing it. Because you were literally, instead of earning $2,000 to $3,000 a week, which is what your potential is, you're earning $200 a week. That's what you're doing.
With my unemployment, right? Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Right.
So I want you to go get a full-time job. And if you do, I will give you a lawyer. That's the right. Because you're capable, you're ready, and it's not fair. I mean, the people of Harris County are literally paying for you while you wait for a job. Now we got to give you a lawyer too? How's that fair?
I don't like the fact of it because I'd rather be working.
So do it.
I'd rather do it.
Get on it, doggone it.
And I have been trying to do that. That's what I'm trying to get to you to understand, that I have been doing that, sir. You're trying to make it seem
Show me.
like I'm not just.
I don't know you.
True.
I've never met you.
But you see,
you know how many people
I'm a bad guy, sir, when I'm not. I'm really doing what I don't get in trouble. No, I don't. This is not my thing. I don't come here. You know, I'm a very good citizen. You understand? I have been into trouble, but as you can see, man, man, that's not my thing. I don't just normally get in trouble every day. I go to work, and this is what I do. You know,
what's your last name again?
My last name is Williams. Yeah, I have.
You don't. You really. Do you want me to go through your rap sheet?
No, what I said I have been in trouble.
I don't come here. I don't get in trouble.
When was the last time I've been there? How long ago?
9/12/23, PCS was dismissed. Assault, impeding breath, 12/1/21, dismissed. Interference with the duties of a public servant, 15. Another interference with the duties of public servant, unlawful carrying of a weapon, possession of marijuana, assault of a family member, possession of marijuana, unlawful carrying of a weapon, evading detention.
Why you bringing up old shit?
And all those
and let me ask you this. In how many of those cases have you also had a court-appointed lawyer?
In a few of them.
How many of those cases have you had a court-appointed lawyer?
I can't just tell you like how many times I had a court-appointed lawyer. I don't know.
Mr. Williams, how many times have you ever had to hire a lawyer for any of those cases? You should know.
About three times for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No.
All those cases I had to hire a lawyer for.
The only thing I'm asking you to do is work full time.
No, I'm cool with
I'm
that.
not asking you to split the atom. I'm not asking this. 2 things. Work for me and show me, because I'm not going to take your word for it. And stay out of trouble. That's the only 2 things I ask you to do. I'll set your case off a couple weeks. You show me that you got something, I will happily give you a lawyer. But while you're not doing anything and you're getting unemployment.
Could I show you right now? As far as with my email?
I know.
No, because I'm saying
you're not doing it. You're collecting unemployment now.
I'm saying, but I just got my offer letter as of yesterday.
I get it, but that's it. What you're not getting what I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to work for another month. between now and then, you need to do something. That's what I'm trying to say. Or find a better job where you're working full-time every single week, making that kind of money.
I'm gonna try my best.
When you put your heart into it, you can achieve anything. That's life, my friend. Anything you want, if you put your heart into it, you can do. Really. If I was able to become a lawyer, because I'm dumb as bricks, man, I'm telling you, anybody can do it. It's just how much heart are you going to put into it? How much are you going to get up and go and keep knocking on doors until someone opens it for you? Just like people aren't going to come to you looking for stuff. You're not the Queen of England, man. You have to go out, you set the standard, you set the goal for yourself, because the sky's the limit. And when you put your heart into it, I'm telling you, anything. That's what.